described as either a giant beast or an evil spirit that possesses humans. It opened its mouth wider than any human should, and then it spoke, "Let me in."
She's often described wearing a long white dress. She asks for a ride, but then mysteriously vanishes from the back seat before the car reaches Noraville Cemetery. Davison, who works at Wyong Police Station, describes herself as a skeptic, but since I saw this, I'm not sure anymore. I saw what I saw, and I know what I saw that night.
And like you stepped in there, and it just felt icky.
Yeah.
And gross. And
Welcome back to Plotless and Clueless. I'm Emily.
I'm Rachel.
Today we are doing a spooky episode. We've just sort of done a bit of deep diving into some spooky stories. And hopefully we don't have the same ones. I said it before and I was like, if we have the same stories, I'm going to be real mad.
Is yours paranormal or is it real? Is
Well,
it someone's
it's
real
real
experience?
Yeah,
okay.
It's yours?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's half. Like it's real, but I don't know. It's paranormal. It's
My spooky story is I'm being bitten by a dog.
It's not like there was someone that kind of like knocks at your front door kind of story. And there's like a murderer. Have you heard of Wendigos?
I think I know of it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. Would you like to...
You can kick it off because you said you have maybe more in case we need it. So if you want to do one, then I can do.
Well, so the only reason I know about Wendigos...
They're a bad puppy.
is because of the game Until Dawn. There's a movie they've done a movie.
Okay, right.
About the game now too. I should get what is a Wendigo? For everybody that doesn't know. So a Wendigo is a malevolent.
Malevolent?
Malevolent. I was like, I know how to say that word, but I can't remember. Malevolent.
I
was really struggling. Is a malevolent cannibalistic monster originating from the folklore of, I'm going to butcher that, Algonquian speaking indigenous tribes in North America. Yeah, I butchered that. In traditional legends, it is described as either a giant beast or an evil spirit that possesses humans, embodying the ultimate taboos of greed, starvation, and cannibalism. And they look really spooky. Kind of woofy.
Yeah, okay. Deer, wolf.
Yeah. Animalistic, but scary.
Fun.
The ones out of Until Dawn are really scary.
Yeah, okay.
So mine is about that. I got it off Reddit in Paranormal Encounters.
This is going to wig Rachel so bad too.
Okay. I saw a Wendigo and I wish I hadn't. And the first bit is, I need to write this down before I convince myself it didn't happen. Spooky already. This happened in December last year. I was visiting my uncle in northern Minnesota near the Canadian border. He's the kind of guy who prefers solitude, lives in a cabin deep in the woods, not close to neighbours, just the trees and whatever lives in them. I never minded visiting. I like the quiet, but after that night, I don't think I'll ever go back. It was the coldest night of the year, at least minus 30 Fahrenheit. My uncle had gone into town for supplies, so I was alone. The cabin was warm, the fire crackling, and I was scrolling on my phone when I heard it. Something moving outside. Not footsteps, more like a dragging sound, slow and deliberate. At first, I thought it was the wind, but then came the knock, not at the door, at the window. 3 slow, deliberate taps. If we hear any noises, I'm gonna.
Yeah, with the curtains drawn. It's going to wig you out. I'll message Grant and tell him to come and knock on the window 3 times. Rachel, run. I gotta go, bye.
Sorry. This is not for me. I gotta go home. I froze. My uncle's nearest neighbour was miles away, and no sane person would be out in that cold. The knocking came again. I reached for my flashlight and shined it through the window. I wish I hadn't. There was something standing just beyond the tree line. It was tall, at least 7 or 8 feet, but emaciated, with long, bony limbs. Its skin looked frostbitten, almost blackened, and its eyes were glowing, not reflecting light, glowing on their own, like embers buried in a dying fire. Also, this person is quite good at writing.
I was just going to say they should be a writer.
Yeah, they're very descriptive.
Yeah.
I should have looked away. I should have closed the curtains, but I was frozen, staring, unable to breathe, and then it smiled. Its teeth were too many, too sharp, stretching across its face. It opened its mouth wider than any human should, and then it spoke, "Let me in."
It's how far away is it? It's behind the tree line. How could she hear it? Yelling? Let me in!
It doesn't say how far away the trees are.
You'd think if it's behind a tree line, though, it's also not able to knock on the window. Anyway, I shouldn't bring logic into this
There's
spooky story.
no logic with paranormal.
Only scary.
Yeah. The voice didn't match the body. It sounded wrong, like a recording played at the wrong speed. Too deep, too garbled. I ran. I grabbed my uncle's rifle, locked the door, and backed into the furthest corner of the room. The knocking stopped, but I could hear it scraping against the walls outside. Slow, patient, like it had all the time in the world. I think I would actually shit myself.
Just lay down and die.
If that happened to me, I don't know what I would do. I really don't.
Yeah.
I sat there for what felt like hours, rifle shaking in my hands until my uncle finally came back. The second his headlights swept across the trees, the noises stopped. He found me pale, sweating, and gripping the gun like my life depended on it. I told him everything. He didn't say a word, just nodded and checked around the cabin. When he came back, he looked unsettled. "There are no tracks in the snow," he said. "Nothing. That was impossible. I heard it, I saw it, but there was nothing outside. No footprints, no marks on the walls, just the untouched snow and silent, watching trees." I left the next morning and haven't been back since. My uncle still lives there, but he told me something before I left. "If you ever hear it again," he said, "don't look, and whatever you do, never let it in."
No shit.
I haven't told anyone else until now, but I know what I saw, and I know it's still out there. It's gross.
Gross.
I just can't imagine something
I feel like that sort of shit is what you feel like you see in windows, but not as...
Yeah. Like, that's what I imagine in my
forest.
backyard.
Yeah, right. Fun.
Yeah. Not for me.
I do not enjoy that.
Like, when we were out at, up in Walcott out at the farm, I got the creeps so
I mean,
bad.
those shearers' quarters are pretty terrifying at the best of times as well, so...
Yeah, exactly. And it, like, obviously I was creeped out with all the spiders and stuff, but, like, it wasn't just the spiders that would creep me out. It was just, like, being in this open space with no lights except the stars and the moon. And I could never be out there on my own.
I love it.
I'd have to go out there with a group.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it on my own. Too scary.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be spooky.
Yes.
My tale is closer to home,
Oh, yeah.
and I decided to look a little bit. I didn't look that deep because I wasn't sure how deep we were going. But the ghost of Jenny Dixon.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard much of it?
Yeah, I know a fair bit.
Okay, so the Central Coast, Jenny Dixon's a beach over Toukley Way, the other side of Toukley from here. Mm-hmm. So the beach was named after the ship. There was a cargo ship or something that had crashed into. Oh, I think it ran dry or something. Ran up on the, what's it called? Got stranded. Fucking whatever it's called. Yeah, essentially. I don't know what they call it.
The Pasha Bulka.
Yeah. But then I think there's this lady, her son had washed overboard, and I think they named the beach after the ship was Janet Dixon or something like that. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of things anyway. So there's also another thing.
Washed ashore?
Yeah, I guess so. It was something like that. There was a few different things. But there's also the ghost of Wilfred Barrett Drive, which is a bit further south. I can never remember exactly where it is. That's heading down Gosford, Erin away, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You continue.
Okay. Anyway, so the ghost of Wilfred Barrett Drive is a famous Central Coast urban legend of a hitchhiking woman who flags down passing cars. She's often described wearing a long white dress. She asks for a ride, but then mysteriously vanishes from the back seat before the car reaches Noraville Cemetery. It must be close, actually.
Just past Magenta.
Oh, is it the road that links the entrance to...
No, so it's the road next to it. So you, this is the main highway coming out of the entrance, and then it's this road here. So it's kind of on the road.
Yeah, okay, right.
Say it's on the highway.
Yeah.
It's on the highway.
That's what I always get it mixed up because I always feel like that's down there. I always thought that was the entrance highway. Anywho, whatever.
Yeah. Down there, near Magenta Shores.
So people pull over. They see this girl in a white dress and they pull over thinking that she's stranded and needs help, and then they'll pick her up. Some people say that they'll pick her up and she sits in their back seat, and then they turn around and she's gone. Delicious. Yeah. So... There's the origin sort of thing. The story goes that in the 1970s, a young woman was abducted, viciously assaulted and left for dead at Jenny Dixon Beach, which is located just off this stretch of road between the entrance and Nora Head. Locals claim that after she passed away from her injuries, the men responsible for her death, there was four or five boys, were subsequently haunted by her ghost and died under really bizarre and mysterious circumstances, and they don't really have a proper... Yeah. Cause of death for them. There's over 300 official police reports and countless civilian accounts of locals picking up the phantom passenger. Drivers frequently report looking in their rearview mirror only to find an empty seat. Then there was... Where did I find? There was something else.
It's quite horrific how she died.
Oh, absolutely. It was friggin' terrible.
Yeah.
Just left for dead after being attacked.
Yeah, and attacked is putting it nicely.
Well, yes, I was...
Yeah.
Yes. Assaulted.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah.
Yes. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yes. Oh, that's something else. Hold on.
The whole story gives me the creep.
It does, yeah. My cousin is really, really big into, not witchy-woo things, but, she definitely says she sees ghosts and things, and I'm like... I don't want to see ghosts, so I'll just pretend I don't. The legend's been around for more than 40 years, obviously with it happening in the 60s or whatever. Flowing hair, long white dress. Wow. Oh no, I missed my spot. Many believe it's the ghost of a young girl heading home from work in the 1970s. Oh, sorry, this is just the same sort of thing. She was raped by 4 or 5 young boys. Oh no, I've lost my page. Hold on, I'm going to scroll back. Oh, so there was an account from some ladies that live in Gorican, or they lived in Gorican. And they said the year was 2000 and these 2 women were driving from Gorican to the entrance to pick up Melbourne Cup tickets. It was about 7:30 p.m. and as they travelled along Wilfred Barrett Drive heading south, they saw the girl just opposite the cemetery. We both noticed her beautiful dress, Miss Baker says. It was a long white handkerchief dress, and we both commented on how beautiful it was. We had seen another girl hitchhiking on Main Road at Tukley and thought it was dangerous when we saw a carload of fellows in a car near the girl on Wilfred Barrett Drive. We thought we should keep an eye on them. So we slowed down and we were just about to pull over and then she disappeared. There was nowhere for her to go. She just disappeared into thin air. And then it said, Miss Davison, who works at Wyong Police Station, describes herself as a skeptic. But since I saw this, I'm not sure anymore. I saw what I saw and I know what I saw that night.
Also, it is just the highway. Wilfred Barrett Drive is that highway.
Oh, it is. Okay,
Yeah.
right. So it's just the same.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it is the
That's what I
that
thought.
main highway.
But I always
It's come
know.
up weird on
for some
Google,
reason,
on
I've always
Apple.
known it as the entrance highway. Anyway.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
For, like, it just came up weird when I searched it. So, yeah, that whole main highway to get to the entrance from Tukley is Wilfred Barrett Drive.
Okay.
I hate whenever I go to the cemetery or around the cemetery, it gives me the ick.
So there was, when I was young, we used to stay, my family, like a few of my family members lived around like Canton Beach, Tukley area. And then there was like, you know, Canton Beach Caravan Park that's down on the water there. So my uncle lived up the road from there. And there was I shouldn't laugh, there was a little girl that went missing from the caravan park. She was wearing a school uniform and whatnot. She was found. But that evening, and my cousin, who's the ghost witchy woo, she was like, we'll go for a drive and try and see if we can find her. It's like nighttime. She drives around the streets. She drives into Noraville Cemetery. I'm like probably 7 years old. And I'm like, I don't want to be in a cemetery at nighttime. And then she's opening the windows. And then she's like, oh, it's getting cold. Can you feel it? And I'm like, can we go home now? I don't want this.
True.
Oh, honestly.
Yeah, I would hate that.
Yes, there was another thing too. In 1973, four young boys decided to camp for the night at Jenny Dixon Beach. The boys were 12 years old and set up camp on the beach and they had a large bonfire, huddled together around the flames. They were almost asleep when one felt compelled to look up towards the bush above. He saw a woman dressed in a long flowing dress similar to the fashion of the 1800s. Her arms were outstretched and the boys began throwing sticks at her, which they claimed passed right through her. Scared witless, the boys ran back up the stairs to the car park. They decided to have one... I don't know what it says. It says they decided to have one more. I'm assuming one more look. And saw her standing halfway along the stairs. They bolted home as quickly as they could. Oh, there you go. Jenny Dixon Beach was named after a coal schooner, Janet Dixon, that was swept ashore in treacherous conditions. The story goes a woman lost her young son when he was swept overboard and the ghostly mum is pleading with people to find him, to help find her son.
Spooky.
Yeah.
So spooky.
And I don't know if it's attached, but I started reading it and then I was like, I don't know if it's part of it. But then it says that spooky things are also happening, or strange things are also happening at Wyong Ambulance Station, according to the station crews. So paramedics are convinced that the 62-year-old station is haunted, possibly by the old station master who once lived upstairs, which is now boarded up and no longer used. I'm like, well, that's your first.
Oh.
You shouldn't board it up. You should probably renovate it.
Yeah.
Boarding it up is just leaving a place for the ghost to live.
That's a bad idea.
The duty inspector has only been on the Central Coast for 2 years, whenever this was published, and had never seen or heard anything untoward at the old station, but knows plenty who have. Some have said that cups fly off the bench and kitchen fans move when there is no wind. Others have said that something brushes past their face when they're walking and something taps their feet. A lot of ambos don't like doing the night shift here for obvious reasons. Some officers report hearing footsteps upstairs, doors closing for no reason, and the feeling of being held down in their seats. The stories are widespread amongst Central Coast crews. Oh, there's another one about the tallies at Arimba. Anywho, creepy.
I hate the Jenny Dixon stories. Yeah,
I think there's a lot as well. Like,
yeah, there is.
I mean, obviously, there's 300 at the time of that being published. There's over 300 official police reports.
Yeah, that's
I can only imagine.
gives me the ick.
Yeah.
Blech. When I first started driving, I think for some reason I was looking into the Jenny Dixon stuff, or it had come up.
Yeah.
And I was reading something about it, and I read the whole people will see something in their back seat, like a person in their back seat, and then it's gone all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And I just haven't been able to get that out of my head. So I'm driving at night, especially back then when I had read it so, like, fresh.
Yeah.
I'd be driving at night and it would be all I could think about. It would scare the living daylights out of me.
Yeah, I bet.
We went and did a, I think it was classed as a ghost tour in Edinburgh. But they have these underground tunnels,
Oh, yeah.
like labyrinths of underground tunnels. And we did a ghost tour of a night. And the tour guide was saying that there's like a specific room that he takes people and they'll like hear things or feel things, or they'll come out of the tunnels and they'll just have scratches on their body.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Terrifying.
See, I think I'm okay with the stories, but I think if I couldn't go and do a ghost tour.
I weirdly like the adrenaline.
I don't like roller coasters.
I like American roller coasters because they're fucking bitch ass and they're not scary at all. You walk into Movie World and there's that Superman roller coaster.
Yeah.
I could never. But I did all of them in Disneyland in America.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I get so scared so easily, but I also like the adrenaline of doing ghost tours.
Yeah, I couldn't.
But I also couldn't get out of that ghost tour in Edinburgh fast enough.
I
I
bet.
was so scared.
Gross. Ugh.
When we went to Perth,
Oh, yeah, there'd be some good ones over there.
at the beginning of last year, I think it was Fremantle Prison that we went to. And we were doing some tour thing. I am petrified of heights.
Mm-hmm.
I have such a fear of heights. Anyway, this tour that Liam wanted to do, I didn't really have any idea on what it was. We were over there with his brother, and his brother was like, yeah, he's done it before. He was like, yeah, you go underground and you like walk through the tunnels and stuff. It wasn't it wasn't a spooky tour.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, okay, it sounds all right. I didn't look into it. You had to go down like, I think it was like 100-meter ladder.
Oh, my God.
It might not have been that much. It was something absurd.
Yeah.
It was so high. And I was like,
Yeah, right.
Liam, I can't.
Oh. No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, I'll wait for you up here Outside.
I did it.
in the cafe.
I did it. I was shaking the whole way down.
fuck.
It's like fully enclosed.
Yeah.
And you're harnessed and everything. Everybody knew how scared I was.
Oh.
I was like, this is so embarrassing.
But I feel like so many people would, though.
I was like, I've never shook as much as I did. And in all honesty, I regret doing it. Like, I didn't enjoy it because
Yeah.
I knew once I was down, I had to get back up.
Yeah.
It was also like, it wasn't a ghost thing, but it was still
It's still
spooky.
scary.
And we ended up in like a tunnel that was filled with water, so it was like a bit like of a boat canoey thing at one point. And I was petrified we were going to like tip over. And
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it. It was not worth the money that we spent.
No,
Ticket.
thank
I'll
you.
never do it again. I was so scared. Even just thinking about it now, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, no thanks.
I forgot how many spooky stories there are, like, in the UK.
Oh, there'd be shitloads over there.
Yeah, maybe we need to do another one, and I'll need to do some spooky stories. Because we did like a ghost tour under the London Bridge and stuff as well,
Oh.
which was interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
I can't remember any of it. What's the year? 2016. Oh, yeah, it was 10 years ago that I went there.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't remember what I was talking about.
The Fremantle jail,
Oh,
I think, whatever
yes.
it was.
Yeah, see, I've blocked it. It's blocked out in my mind.
That's fair.
I don't want to remember it.
No, I don't think I've ever done anything I can't. I couldn't do it.
Like, I really want to do the quarantine buildings down in, I think it's Manly.
Mm-hmm.
There's ghost tours you can do there. And I really want to do, like, the Rocks ghost tours. And
My brother, I think we got my brother and his girlfriend at the time a voucher for, like, a red balloon voucher or something like that for the ghost tours there. I think he said it was really good, actually.
Liam and I did a... No, I wasn't. It was Mum, Dad and I, actually. We went up to Maitland Jail, and it was during the day. But we did just, like... It was just a normal guided tour of Maitland Jail, but you could just, like, feel... It just felt gross.
Yeah.
And off.
Yeah,
and
okay.
there's these like solitary confinement cells. From memory, they had a bit of an outdoor area that was caged, and it was still cemented, but it meant they could go into, like, outdoors, and they had, like, a 2x2 space.
Yeah,
but
right.
there was one cell that someone had hung themselves. Or hanged, whatever.
Yeah, hang.
Whatever. And, like, you stepped in there, and it just felt icky.
Yeah.
And gross. But yeah, I like the adrenaline.
I forgot the Jenny Dixon thing and the Wilfred Barrett Drive thing. They're
It's really hard to say.
It is, but they're two different things. Because the Jenny Dixon is the ghost of the person from the ship that washed ashore, and the other one's the girl that was hitchhiking. But it's
See,
just
I always
interesting that
associate Jenny Dixon with the hitchhiker.
yeah, and I think because it's the same area, because Jenny Dixon Beach and where Noraville Cemetery is, it's like you literally throw a rock and you'd hit it.
I also think, and
I think because they're both wearing white dresses.
Yeah. And the hitchhiker one is a bit more memorable.
Yeah, I think just more gory.
Gruesome.
Yeah, like it's more of a...
Yeah, it's not necessarily memorable, but it's...
Yeah.
Sticks in your brain a bit more than just a ship coming ashore and...
Yeah.
Whatever. I can go through some of the other ones.
Yeah.
These ones... before I do that, have you heard of skinwalkers?
Yes.
Fuck me, that...
Have you watched the documentary on skinwalkers?
No, I couldn't. I don't think I could.
very
Why
good.
can you can watch that. It's literally bringing
funny
tears to my eyes
I'm
just thinking about
Because
it.
I messaged you last night and I was like, we're doing spooky stories. I didn't do any research last night. I did it this morning. But we were sitting there watching season 2 of Wolf Creek.
Isn't it a movie?
There's 2 movies. They're making a 3rd one. And there's 2 seasons of a show. Fucking love Wolf Creek. Great.
My mum banned me from Wolf Creek and I haven't
Well, I
watched it.
couldn't watch it as a child. As an adult.
I'm still banned.
I can...
I'm banning
My
myself.
mummy told me no. Wolf Creek's not that bad. I can't do horrors and stuff, but I can do Wolf Creek. I don't know why. I can't explain why.
I actually don't really know what Wolf Creek is about. But anyway, the stories...
It's quite good.
That you come across stories every now and again about, like, outback Australia and, like, the highways in Northern Territory and stuff where there is nothing and
Hundreds of
nobody
kilometres.
for miles and miles and miles. And there was one particular thing that I came across and it was talking about... I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was about Australia. It could have been about America though. Like it's very similar how there's just nothing and no one anywhere. But they were saying that if you're ever, I'm pretty sure it was Australia they're talking about, and the road from, like, South Australia to Northern Territory, like that one.
Yeah.
If you're ever on that road by yourself at night, there'll be people that will come up to the side of your car and try and like wave you down and make you think there's something wrong with the car. So you pull over and then they're like, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Or there'll be people that will just stand in the middle of the road
And try to get you to stop.
Yeah. Yep. And then I was reading the comments. It's literally giving me the shivers.
I should get my cousin to come do it because she lived in Alice Springs on a camel farm. So she saw some shit. Yeah. And this is the same cousin that's ghosty and stuff too. So she would have seen some shit.
Yeah, I was reading the comments under this one particular post, and like I'm not saying that you should do this, but it was comments at people saying they're either police officers or they've got friends that are police officers, and they're like, if you're in this type of situation and someone is standing in the middle of the road,
keep driving.
Yeah, drive over them. Like, just keep going. Like, you won't be in any wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. So scary. Nah, Wolf Creek's good. You should watch it.
No.
I'm unbanning you. I'm going to tell Tracy to unban you. It's not scary.
I banned myself.
Nah, it's not that scary.
No.
Nah, because it's tourists. He doesn't hurt Australians.
Oh.
Well, he sort of does a little bit sometimes. But only if they're annoying him.
You know what's funny? I'm very loosely related to Ned Kelly.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Good for you. I have an ancestor who's a pirate. Like, fully pirate, like eye patch and shit.
Well, we came out to Australia, like my ancestors came out to Australia from England because we stole chickens.
Oh, yeah. Nice, of course.
Ah, yes.
Classic chicken
Hot
rustling.
commodity back then.
I think another one of my ancestors is like a Greek convict or something that came over as well. Maybe we're on the same boat.
Maybe they stole. What are you talking? They stole
cousins.
Yeah.
They stole bread.
Pitters.
Lambs, probably.
They stole a Greek salad. Yeah, there's some good spooky stories out here as well.
Yeah, I think we've got some good ones. I think there's a lot of good like convicty ones. I'm just gonna like retell Wolf Creek to you next time we do spookies. I'm gonna.
You'll pretend that it's
I'll pretend it's a spooky story, but it's just Wolf Creek.
And see how scared I get.
Yeah.
I honestly...
Remind me that I'll do that,
I didn't know that it was a TV show.
Yeah, they did a series. My mum didn't either, and she loves those things like that.
I used to be into horror movies for some ungodly known reason.
See, I can't do horrors, but I can do like... I don't even know if it's based on a real thing. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
The actor was at Supernova, though.
Yeah.
They're doing a third movie. But it's, I don't know, I feel like the true crimey or sort of stuff, it's like, I don't know why I can listen to that, but I can't do horrors. I think it's the tension and then they're like, "Whoa!" Scares me. I can't do it. I don't want jump scare. I want to tell these people they're stupid because they should be running away instead of fighting the guy. Why are you trying to defend yourself? Just run.
Yeah, we went...
Fuck the old man and his medication.
I decided to watch The Nun in cinemas. Don't ask me why that was a good idea.
I won't. I don't expect it would be. My friend tried to get me to watch Amityville Horror when we were like in year 7.
Admittedly, I say that I could do horror movies a while ago. They weren't the horroriest of horror movies.
Yeah.
It's like, it was, I'm frothed
still
Paranormal Activity though. I loved Paranormal Activity.
I still can't. I still think of...
The Nun. The Nun I've watched, like, I haven't watched all of them. The Purge I've watched. Like, they weren't Saw or like those kinds of... I would never be able to. They were pretty mediocre.
Like the Human Centipede.
Ugh. Oh no, I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it either, but I know of it.
Yeah, that's just it gives me the ick. Yeah. Anyway,
tell us another one. Tell me a tale.
What one shall I go for?
I don't know what you've got.
Neither do I.
The second one. Does that help you? Why are my dogs barking?
Okay. Well, one of the comments under this one is what the actual fuck. So let's go with this.
Perfect. I love it.
I was about 7 or 8 years old and went with my family to this man-made lake family park place in South Georgia. Basically, a big dugout pond that the owner put a bunch of beach sand and palm trees around and charged admission for people to come park their cars, grill, and swim for the day. Also had a big, unsafe as hell water slide that kids got hurt on. So where my family would park was in front of this little island that was a clump of sand about 30 yards off the shoreline. I was not the best swimmer, but the depth was just above my head, so I could bob up and down and bounce out to this island. I was bouncing out to that little island one day. We were there. My foot came down onto what felt like a face. Felt what was a nose on my toe. The thing I remember is the feeling of hair flowing between my toes. Ugh. That feeling of fine hair waving in water. I freaked out and for the longest time just sat on the shore. I was a little kid and did not think anything about it. I can still remember the scared parents going around yelling this kid's name, asking if anyone had seen this little boy. They pulled his body from under the water right in front of that island. I'm now 47 now and can still remember the feeling of that hair between my toes.
Yuck.
That's more yucky.
That'd but that'd also traumatize you forever. You would never swim again. Like, not swim in a lake or anything like
that would be scary at the time, but reading it, it's just more like, ugh.
Yeah, like, I think reading it's icky because you're like, hair between your toes. Yeah. You felt his nose.
Yeah. I can see why the comment was, what the actual fuck?
What the fuck?
Ugh.
Brother, ugh.
Yeah, I would ask for a canoe to come and get me. I'm not going back in that lake.
Hell
Fuck
no.
that. That's disgusting. I'll do one more. This one is about Dutch immigrants that live in New Zealand.
Ooh, fun.
And it's their grandparents, whoever they are. In the 1970s, they had a caravan that they took out camping to a rural part of the North Island for a little family fun camping trip. My mum and siblings would have been 10 or younger at the time. I was reading that as the mum and siblings were younger than 10 to begin with. I was like, what?
That's wrong.
All right. They were way out in the middle of nowhere near a lake in the rainforest, and after the kids had gone to sleep, my grandparents had stayed awake a little while, just reading, having a cup of tea, etc. They started hearing strange noises, like footsteps outside and twigs breaking. Maybe a hushed voice, but thought they were being paranoid. They were getting a bit freaked out at this point, but assumed it was nothing and they'd be safe. Grandpa told me he couldn't sleep, and suddenly he heard a definite footstep right outside the caravan door. He peeked out the window of the caravan and it was completely pitch black and no moonlight whatsoever, but he could see the glowing cigarette of what must have been a pretty tall man standing right at the front door of their caravan. Ugh. He could still hear other footsteps too, even though whoever was smoking the cigarette outside the door was standing dead still. That is so scary. He told me he'd never been so scared in his life, but he had to do something because he had his wife and 4 little kids sleeping in the caravan. And so he grabbed his butcher's knife. He was a butcher by profession. Lord knows why he had it on a family camping trip for this exact reason.
In case he needs to butcher someone.
He opened the door to confront or yell or do whatever he could to scare the people away, but when he opened the door, he saw no one and heard no noise. He thought he was going crazy, but he saw the cigarette butt on the ground outside the door, freshly finished. He got into the car straight away. He had everything ready to go, luckily, because he'd already planned on beginning to drive. He'd already planned on driving early the next morning. And drove everyone away and found somewhere else near a town to stay instead.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's... Like, is that just people being doing some fuckery or like...
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Was it just the groundskeeper that he was just checking in? And then he was like, oh, this motherfucker's got a knife. I'm going to run away now. Oh, I don't know. Yuck.
Very yuck. Not a fan. Not a fan at all.
I do like. I don't know. I don't know if I find it funny or what, but there's like big tales in outback Australia of the Min Min lights. Do you know the Min Min lights? So they're just like there's two. I think it's generally two floating lights, and they just sort of float over people and stuff like that. But there's a like an outback truck stop sort of thing that it's very heavy on the UFO alien business. I'll try and find something on it because it's
like a big building, like
a service station.
Oh no, service station.
I think, but it's like
there's like a big complex out in outback Australia that's owned by the US government.
Oh no, not that. But yes, I know what you're talking about.
I watched a video of some people trying to infiltrate it. It was really funny.
So the Min Min lights are a famous, mysterious Australian outback phenomenon, often described as glowing, hovering, or fast-moving orbs of coloured light, white, yellow, blue, or red, and they have been reported by both Indigenous Australians and modern travellers for over a century.
I feel like I've heard of them vaguely.
Yeah, you probably would have. Sightings trace back to 1838, and the lights are named after the former Min Min Hotel and a Cobb and Co staging post between Boulia and Winton in Western Queensland that burned down in 1918. Folklore suggests the lights follow or stalk travellers that anyone who chases and catches them will never return. The phenomenon is so well known in the region that the Boulia Shire Council established a Min Min Encounter Visitor Information Centre to share local stories and history. While some attribute the lights to spirits or other supernatural causes, many scientists believe the Min Min lights are an extreme optical illusion known as a Fata Morgana, F-A-T-A, Morgana. This occurs during a temperature inversion where cold, dense air near the ground traps and refracts light from natural or man-made sources like car headlights or campfires that are tens or even hundreds of kilometres away over the horizon, making them appear to float or move in mid-air. Which, like, what?
Spooky.
But I remember when I was a kid, we had travelled around Australia, and we stopped at this like truck stop that has all the alien paraphernalia
stuff.
Hey,
I love alien stuff.
Yeah, it's really
UFOs
funny because people are like, hold on, I got to try and find it because you'd love it.
Like the crop out postings in America, and everyone was gonna storm Area 51.
Oh, Area 51.
I love it. It's so funny.
What's it called?
Like in no universe are we the only life forms in the whole entire existence of everything. But it's just funny watching people lose their minds over it.
So Australia's most famous alien-themed truck stop is Wycliffe Well, historically known as the UFO capital of Australia. Located in the Northern Territory along the Stewart Highway, 130 kilometres south of Tennant Creek, it was renowned for alien statues, an extensive UFO record book, and outback hospitality. It's closed and abandoned now, which is disappointing. Oh, they had damaging flash floods in 2022. That's a shame. There's a few other ones, but I'll try and find a photo of it for you.
Yes, I feel an Aussie spooky episode coming. Oh my god,
They just had like
just little aliens.
But I think inside was really
That's funny.
alien-y as well. Yeah, we went there when I was a kid.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Good times. Yes, I think that's a good idea. I'll get my cousin to tell me some to research because she'll know some.
Should know some good ones.
Yeah. Oh, that's really sad that it got flooded and swept through the area. Oh.
I wonder if like the aliens and stuff that were outside are still standing, or if they
Probably not.
got swept away as well. Where is it?
375 kilometres north of Alice Springs.
Wow,
Middle of fucking nowhere.
Is that close to the top of Northern Territory? Is that?
It says in the northern part of the Northern Territory. So I don't know exactly. Oh, wait, I can tell you because there's a map. Keep zooming. I would say that is bang smack in the middle of the Northern Territory.
I'm shocked that it was flooded like that bad.
Yeah, I don't know
in
what.
the middle of that.
2022, I don't know what.
That's
did
not
we
far
have?
from
We might have had some bad
Uluru,
flooding back
is it
then.
not? I've got no idea. I mean, neither do I. Could be my geography could be very off.
I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, there's lots of stuff.
Yeah, there is.
Outback Australia, good stories. I'm gonna have to write out some Wolf Creek stories for you, and I'll read them. I'll read them to you.
I'll be on edge to.
Yeah, you'll be like, aliens. Is this Wolf Creek? Yes. Oh, good soup.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Yeah, that's it. I'm spooked.
Rach won't sleep for the week, so job done.
Job well done.
Yep.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to all the socials.
Tell us spooky stories if you know any.
Yeah.
Or any spooky stories that we should research and talk about would also be good.
Yeah, some real gritty.
Yeah, some good ones that got some good research points. I might actually research more than just in the morning of filming.
Yeah, well, maybe hopefully next time I won't be up at 4 a.m. the day before. So
It's true.
and fall asleep on the couch.
All
All right.
all
Have
right.
a good week.
Bye. Enjoy.
Bye.